What's up students, welcome to Slake Academy. I'm Pradeep. Today we are going to see the chapter pair of linear equation in two variables. I always suggest my students to go through properly with this chapter because much of the basics will be covered in this chapter. It may be addition, subtraction, multiplication, and most important the sign conversions. All that will be very clearly understandable. So if you properly go with this chapter, it will definitely help you in solving other chapters also. So let's go forward. Before going for the exercise problems, we'll see properly what the chapter is saying about, and we'll see a very clear introduction here. So let's go forward. So as I said, we are saying pair of linear equation in two variable. Alright. So let's go forward. So let me take an example here for understanding. So I'll take 3x plus 2y minus 80 equal to 0. Here, before going for this one, I'll just take 3x plus 2y minus 80. Alright, so I'm just taking 3x plus 2y minus 80. This 3x plus 2y minus 80, we will say this as expression. Okay, it is expression, which means that we are trying to express something in mathematical format. So we are expressing something with the combination of variables. This x and y, these are called as variables. Okay, and these numbers 3, 2, 80, they are called as constants. So number can also be said as constant. This x and y, sometimes it can be z and y, it can be p, q, it can be any other variables, it can be any other alphabets. They are called as variables. Any numbers can be called as constants. So the combination of variables and constants, that we were saying as expression. So now this is a mathematical form of expressing certain things in mathematical form. So now here, this expression, I am taking this as 3x plus 2y minus 80, the same expression I'm taking it and I'm equating it with 0. Whenever the expression is equated with 0, whenever it is equated with 0, this expression is now equation. That is no more an expression, now it is equation, because this expression is equated with 0, so that is equation. Alright, so now here, this same equation I'll take 3x plus 2y minus 80 equal to 0. Just for understanding, see, this equation is having the power as 1. If there is no value as the power, then we will take 1 as the power of the particular value. So now here, this variable is having 1 as the power. So now, whichever the equation which is having the power as 1, that sort of equation we will say linear equation. Okay. So for the linear equation, there is a general equation. So I'll write general equation. Just general equation will represent the format. General equation for linear. So for general equation for linear is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Alright. See here, this equation, if I represent here, this is exactly looking like this 3x plus 2y minus c equal to 0. So there is this plus and minus, that wasn't differ, that doesn't give any sort of difference here. Here a represent 3 and b represent 2 and this c is representing minus c. Alright, so this is exactly looking as the general equation of the linear equation. So this equation is a linear equation. So let's see the next form. That is, let me take the example 3x square plus 4x plus 12 equal to 0. So here the power is 2. Whenever the equation which is having the power as 2, that sort of equation we will say as quadratic equation. Alright, it is quadratic equation. I hope this is clear to you. Whenever the equation is having power as 1, that is linear equation. Whenever the equation which is having the power as 2, then that is quadratic equation. So the quadratic equation is represented with the general equation. Right, general equation for quadratic. Alright, so the quadratic, the general equation is, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is a general equation. I hope this is very clear to you. So now we have got two different types of equations. One is linear equation, other is quadratic equation. There is one more form. I'll show you. Suppose I write 4x cube minus 12x square plus 6x plus 5 equal to 0. So see here the power is 3. Whenever the power is only 2, that is quadratic equation. But if the power is more than 2, then that is polynomial. So polynomial can be anything which is having power more than 3. Suppose I'll write 5x power 7 plus 3x power 5 minus 12 equal to 0. See, it need not to have a particular form. When any equation which is having the power more than 2, if 2 is the power, then that is quadratic equation. If power more than 2 is having, it can be anything. It can be 3 as the power, 4 as the power, 5, 6, anything. So that sort of equation we will say polynomial. Okay, so let's repeat one more time. Whenever the power is only 1, so that is linear equation. Whenever the power is 2, that is quadratic equation. Whenever the power is having more than 2, that is, it can be 3, 4, 5, anything. So that sort of equation will say polynomial. So these are the three different chapters which is there in your class 10. That is linear equation, and also quadratic equation, and also polynomial. These are the three different chapters which are there for you, where they are very correlated. As you're understanding this, it will definitely help you in other two chapters, that is quadratic equation and polynomial. So let's try to understand the pair of linear equation in two variables more clearly. So let's see that. So now in the pair of linear equation in two variables, there are three things. One is parallel lines, other one intersecting lines, another one is coincident lines. So let's see what are these lines and what it is saying about. You might have already heard intersecting line means if this is one line, so this line is intersected by other line. So one line passing on the other, that is called as intersecting. So this is intersecting lines. So let's see one more type. This is one line, other line is parallel to the first one. These two are parallel to one to other. So then this sort of lines will say parallel lines. Okay. Now coincident line. If one line is passing like this, if one more line is passing on this line, one line is passing on the other line, so then this sort of lines will say coincident line. Okay, so let's see what are the rules of this particular line format. So I'll just take each different example for you for your understanding, and I'll try to explain you more clearly. Alright, so first we'll see intersecting lines. There is a form that is, suppose I'll take a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. This is a format which represent the all these equations, where for the first equation, let's say if a1 a2 not equal to b1 b2 not equal to c1 c2, if nothing is equal, this sort of equation we will say they are consistent and they are intersecting lines. Okay, intersecting lines, just now I said if one line is this, if other line is passing through this, this is intersecting line. Let's understand more better ways this one by taking certain example. So let me take one example. Suppose let me take 3x plus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. Alright, so now I am taking one more equation, that is 4x plus 3y minus 11 equal to, so let me take 110 equal to 0. It can be any value, so I'm just taking an example. So here I have taken two equations. This is one equation, this is one equation, and one more thing you have to observe in these equations, as I took two equations and this equation is having the power as only 1. So now it satisfies our chapter. See, our chapter is what? pair means we are saying pair of linear equation we are saying, right? So this is one pair of one equation and this is one more equation, so these both are pair. So we are taking two equation 1, equation 2. For the reason we are saying it as pair. And second thing, they are saying linear in the sense the equation is having the power as 1, so this is linear, so it is equated with 0. This is not expression, this is equated with 0, so this is equation, pair of linear equation, and they are saying in two variables, right? Two variables means we are using x and y. We are using two variables here. You might have observed in the quadratic equation example I have taken that suppose 3x square plus 4x plus 5 equal to 0, where I have taken only x as the value. If you just go back and see, you'll understand that I have only taken variable as x. I didn't took x and y there, I just took x. Got it? So now here we are taking two variables, that is x and y. For the reason we are saying that this as two variables. So pair of linear equation in two variables. I hope you understood clearly what this chapter is saying about. Alright. So now let's go forward. So let's learn what is this intersecting lines. So now this equation I'll represent with the general equation. What is general equation of the linear equation? If you go back and see, you'll understand the general equation is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Already I showed you the general equation. I'll simply write g dot s in shortcut for general equation. So now if you see, this a is representing 3, b is representing 2, see exactly, and c is representing minus 80. So I'll write the same here. A is representing 3, this b is representing 2, and c is representing minus 80. Alright, so as this is first equation, I'll take this as a1, this is b1, this is c1. So let's do the same for the second equation also. So I'll represent with the general equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Alright, so this a is representing 4, b is representing 3, and c is representing what? 110. Alright, so now here this all things, okay, this is a2, this is b2, this is c2. So now this all a1, a1 and a2, b1 and b2, c1 and c2, all this we have to show in this format. So what is our form? a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. Alright, this is the form. So I'll write what is a1. a1 we have 3 here, so I'll write 3. What is a2? 4. What is b1? 2. b2 is 3. What is c1? c1 is minus 80. What is c2? It is minus 110. When you see, nothing is equal. See, 3 by 4 is different, 2 by 3 is different, minus 80, 110, everything is different. As none of this is equal, we'll say these are all not equal. Already we have seen, if nothing is equal in the equation, that sort of equation we'll say intersecting lines, and we'll also say that as consistent. I hope this is very clear to you. This is all about intersecting lines, so even in the problem, this is what you are going to see. Alright, so this is the first form. So let's see the second form. What was the second form? The second form is, we have done with intersecting lines. Let's see parallel lines. Alright, so the rule of parallel line is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, where this is not equal to c1 by c2. This we will say inconsistent, and they are what? Parallel lines. So one line is parallel to the other. Alright, so let's take few examples for this and try to understand what this is about. Alright, so let me take an equation 2x minus 3y minus 8 equal to 0. This is first equation. So one more I'll take, this is 4x minus 6y plus 10 equal to 0. So let's see how we can do this. So this is first equation. So I'll represent this with the general equation as like before problem, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So now if you see here, a is representing 2 and b is representing minus 3. This c is representing what? Minus 8. Alright. So this is a1, b1, c1. The same thing we'll do this here also, but if you observe, we can take, see here, we can take 2 common here. So I'll take 2 common. So this is 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10. See here, 2 2s are is nothing but 4. Alright. Then 2 3s are is nothing but 6. Then 2 5s are is nothing but 10. So we just took that as common. So now if you send this 2 to other side, that is 2x minus 3y plus 5 equal to, that is 0 by 2, which is nothing but 2x minus 3y plus 5 is equal to 0. So now this equation, let's say this has a second equation. So this equation I'll represent with the general equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Alright. So now this a is representing 2 and b is representing minus 3 and c is representing what? 5. Alright. So now this is a2, b2, c2. So now I can write in the form, what is the form? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So let's write in the form, what is a1? a1 is 2, a2 is also 2, b1 is minus 3, b2 is also minus 3. What is c1? c1 is minus 8, c2 is what? It is 5. Got it? See, this is equal to one to other, but this is not equal. Because of this sort of equation will say they are parallel lines. Already I told you the concept of this, that is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, where b1 b2 is not equal to c1 c2. So this sort of form we will say that as inconsistent, and also they are parallel lines. So this is the second thing which you are going to see in this chapter. So let's see the third form. Right, there are only 3 different types here. Already we have seen 2 types and we are seeing the third type now. Alright, so the third type, that is nothing but it is dependent. I write the form also, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, it is equal to c1 by c2. So this sort of form will say they are dependent and consistent. So we'll also say this lines as coincident. Okay. Nothing but if this is one line, the other line passed through this line, this is coincident. Alright. So let's take an example for this also. For coincident, let me take an example. 3x plus 4y minus 2 equal to 0 is an example. First equation. The second equation is 6x plus 8y minus 4 equal to 0. So now I'll represent this with the general equation. So I can write ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Alright. So now this a is representing 3. So a1 equal to 3. This b is representing 4, as this is first equation b1. So this c is representing what? Minus 2. So this is a1, b1, c1. Done. So this I can take, see, is anything coming common here. So I can take 2 common. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. Right. So this is 2 3s are is nothing but we are getting 6, 2 4s are we are getting 8, 2 2s are we are getting 4. So if I send this 2 to other side, we'll get 3x plus 4y minus 2, 0 by 2. So this is 3x plus 4y minus 2, 0 by 2 is nothing but 0. So this equation I'll represent with the general equation ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where I'll get a value as 3, B value I'll get 4, and C value I'll be getting as minus 2. So this is nothing but A2, B2, C2. Alright. So let's write in the format A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, where that will give A1 is 3, A2 is also 3, B1 is 4, B2 is also 4, C1 is also minus 2, C2 also minus 2. See, everything is equal to one to other, which means one line is passing through the other line. So that is all about this chapter, where that gives us three different concepts. That is, first thing is intersecting, then next one is parallel, then the next thing is coincident. Let's revise the three of the forms one more time more clearly. Okay, so let's see the forms. What was the first form? Just note it down all these things. First is A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, which is also not equal to C1 by C2. These equations we will say them as consistent, and also we'll say them as intersecting lines. Right? So how was the lines represent? This is one equation, this is the second line, one line on the other, they are intersecting lines. So what is the second form? A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, which is not equal to C1 by C2. So this we will say inconsistent. Okay, and we'll also say them as parallel lines. Okay, so now here one line, if this is one line, other line will be parallel to the first one. So third form is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, which is equal to C1 by C2. So this sort of lines will say dependent, and also they are what? Consistent. Got it? So we'll say them as coincident, which means if this is one line, the second line will be on the first line. Alright, so these are the three different lines. These are the concept where if you could easily go through, and if you could understand this, you can do the full chapter very easily. Of course, this is very relative to the other next two chapters, quadratic equation and polynomial. So I always just go through this properly, where you'll get the complete clarity that actually helps you in next chapter also. Alright, so keep going, stay tuned.